Hello guys, Ben here, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Showdown, and here we go. So I'm going to send out Tim to start off with, Tim and the Tyranitar, just because I feel it fit. Now, I know Smurgles are a big problem, so I'm going to set up Stealth Rock straight away. And he spores me, which I kind of knew was going to happen, and I think he's going to go for the Belly Drum now. But to stop anything else, there is a clause on here where you're not allowed to put any more than one Pokemon asleep. So if I just swap out as fast as possible, and just to try and wipe this Smurgle out, because I don't want, he's obviously going to set up on me, but I don't really want him doing the Belly Drum, any of that good jazz. So I'm just going to go straight for the Earthquake here, just to see if I can do as much damage as possible. And it's only a Smurgle that's setting up, and it doesn't look like it's going to go for any kind of baton pass. So I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch just to make sure it gets out of there, because I don't really, want to take the risk. Well, I know already, the one Pokemon's already asleep, that's Tim. Oh dear. But anyway, in hopes that I do better, let's see what's going to happen. And just waiting for him now. I'm not sure if what'll happen, because sometimes I know there's connection issues, and some people just wait a lot. So I'm going to go for, I think Ice Beam is super effective, so I'm going to go for the Ice Punch, and just to see what happens. And we wipe out the Salamence, so there we go. That's that sorted already. And let's see what else he can throw at my Metagross. I think he's obviously going to bring out, Rotom Heat. So I don't think, let me have a look what he's got. So he's got the Levitate ability, so I can't use Earthquake. So what I'm going to do now is I'm predicting a Fire type move. I'm going to go into my Typhlosion, because I've got the Blaze ability, and I believe that is if Fire type moves, do anything, that it will absorb it. But now he's done the trick, and I have no idea what trick does. I think it swaps things about. So I'm going to screw this. So I'm going to swap into my it's Electric Fire. So I'm going to go into my Alakazam. Oh my god, those entry hazards are really doing some damage to my team just on its own. But yeah, I think we're pretty much even at the moment. I know he's lost 2 Pokemon, but I've got 1 asleep, and I've got 2 that are pretty much damaged. So we'll have to see what happens here, and I think that's going to do a lot to Alakazam, but not as much as expected. And he predicted, I'm not sure if he predicted or whether that was just a move on its own, but I am now going to go for Psychic, but he outspeeds me, and I have no idea what to do now. So, let me have a look. I'm going to go into my Hydreigon and just go for the Draco Meteor, because I know that does a large amount of damage, and I think I'm Scarfed. No, I've got the leftovers. I think I took Scarf off because it was doing the exact thing. It was like I had Draco Meteor, and I was using that, but at the same time I was doing that, it was kind of like getting me trapped in that. And once it does it, I think it's your special attack goes down or something like that. Yep, you get minus special attack. And luckily Tim's still in the fight with his Sandstorm there and took him out for me. Otherwise I would have probably been dead right there. But I'm going to swap out now. I'm going to go into my... In fact, no, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to stay in. Fire Blast, if it hits, it'll still do at least half, I reckon. But if not, I'm screwed. But he did close combat, which kind of screwed me over there. But I think he's going to swap out now, because he's pretty much vulnerable to any attacks I can bring his way. Now he's going to predict a Fire type move. No, I think he might just outspeed me. That's what I'm worried about. Let's have a look. Because I think Lucaria is all around pretty much just all speedy. And at the moment, I've not really got anything that can fight him off. I know I think it's Metagross. My Metagross is vulnerable to any fighting type moves. And I actually hit, and I actually take him out. So there we go. That's that worry taken out. So I always over predict things. I've always got to, like, if you over predict, you're probably gonna get something sorted out. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic. I think he's definitely faster than me. So yep, that's true. I'm just trying to think about how the best method to do this. Dragon Psychic. I think I'm gonna go into my Metagross and then go for the Ice Punch. If I don't get KO'd, which I think is going to happen, so I should have just gone for the Bullet Punch just to make as much damage as possible. But I think he's got the upper hand at the moment, unless I can hit here, which I think it's super effective. if only I got a freeze there. So I'm going to go for the bullet punch just to do as much damage as possible. And I took him out. There we go. That was what I wanted to see. Now I know for a fact I'm going to get outspeeded here because if he goes for the bullet punch. But then again, I don't think the bullet punch will actually do as much damage as it will. But then again, I don't think my one will do that much damage. But it does some damage because I know I'm definitely going to get taken out. I'm actually outspeeding him at the moment, which is actually crazy with the bullet punch, but I knew he was going to go for it, so I'm going to go as much damage as possible just because I wanted to outspeed him. Not outspeed, but I know I definitely wanted to get an attack out on him. So Tim's asleep, so I'm not going to go into Tim straight away, but I know I'm going to get bullet punched here, and I know it will definitely kill me. So I'm going to protect. I think... No, I've not got leftovers. I've got the choice scarf, so what am I doing? Can I cancel? Oh, that was beautiful. Right, so I'm choiced. So I'm just going to go for the flamethrower. I nearly really screwed up there, didn't I? But I think I've died anyway just for the bullet punch. But just for the fact of that happening, just in case, I saved myself there because I would have screwed myself over even more. Now honestly I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I'm not sure what I should do. I think Crunch should... I'm going to go for... what am I going to go for? I would have thought that I would have... Deals damage, it switches turns, it moves hits before it leaves the field. Don't want that. I think Ice Beam would be the best bet. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Crunch. I'm just going to keep going for the Crunch. But I think I've been knocked out pretty much. And yeah, because I've been sleeping anyway. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.